Hello everyone, so we're here at Elverston Castle for Campers in the Castle, and this is going to be our first interview of hopefully many. So we've got
Jane
with us today. Thank you, Jane.
and Ted.
And what we're going to be doing is asking her a variety of different questions about her campervan, her adventures, and so on and so forth. So in between, we're going to have a chat, ask her some questions, and see how we get on. So first of all, tell me a bit about your campervan.
So this is Frank. I got him off my friend Dave. What happened was I go camping with my children since they were little. They're now all grown up. And I hurt my knee and I thought I can't bear crawling out of a tent. So I asked my friend, could I borrow their camper? And they said if they still have it, because they were selling it. So I bought it off them.
Nice.
That was about 5 years ago. And I love him.
Yeah, and you had it since then, so you've had it about 5 years.
Yes.
Awesome. And it's a LDV Maxus, isn't it?
Yep.
Which is great. I love these vans.
Yeah.
You don't see many as the VWs and the Mercedes, but I love them. They're great vans.
Well, originally it was a 17-seater minibus.
Wow.
And Dave and Joan ripped it out. They left 2 seats here to take their grandchildren and had a double bed. And then they decided to take those seats out and have 2 single beds. So they converted it. Dave did it all himself, everything. And it's fab.
Brilliant. So and people can't see, but over there that's a toilet cubicle. So you got a separate cubicle there.
It's got a toilet, and yesterday before I came, I put some blackouts because you could see. As it was a minibus. You could see it.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
So
fantastic. That's brilliant. So next question was going to be about, is it a self-build or is it been already converted or is it professional? But
Dave,
you've answered that question for us.
So Dave did it all himself, and I'm thinking of ripping it out.
Yes.
And doing it myself. I love him. I love him.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of turning Frank into Frankie, a bit more girly, and maybe having a double bed here, a toilet that slides under, storage underneath at the back, and then putting the cooking, because this door I never open it ever.
Oh, so there's another door that side as well.
But I never open it. Putting the cooking and facilities and sink this side. Yeah. So I can open the back doors and just lie in the bed.
That sounds good. Yeah. So you've got a layout already in your mind. Yes. So what you want to do. Yeah. That sounds like the next step forward. Yeah,
and make it beige and prunes and
because it's a blue. It's a blue colour at the moment, is it? It's a very masculine van with the blue, which is good. Yeah. So come to that at the moment. I know you're looking to change the layout possibly, but what is your kind of favourite feature within the van at the moment? What's the thing that you can't kind of live without within the van?
The bed.
Sounds good. We always need a bed, don't we? And it's quite is it longer?
Yeah, so because it's 2 singles now, I can sleep with my head here and then my feet can go. Wow. I don't have to curl up. It's perfect.
Which I think you've got more room than us.
I love it.
Brilliant.
I love it. It's laid out really well.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
That is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I like that. So the next one, have you made any modifications since owning the van?
So I've just the toilet, put in the vinyl wrap thing on that window and the window here, because before I'd try and park against the trees or something. But if I didn't, it's a case of looking down and no one can see. Because at night time, if you've got the light on, everyone can see it.
Yeah. It's great. So I've got a list of questions here, so I keep coming back to this. Coming back to the questions down here. If you could change one thing about your setup, what could it be? So that one thing, possibly. So I know you're looking probably at redoing the whole thing, but if you could just change kind of one thing, what would it be? Tough question.
I know, because I don't think as it is now, I don't think there's anything I'd change.
There we go.
Even like if a shower, but I don't think I'd want to shower even in. I don't think I'd want to. I boil the kettle, that's fine. The flannel.
Yeah. I always think showers a completely different ball game, because it's then you've got to hold more water. Yeah. You've got to have like a waste tank, and there's so it depends how you go about it. So and then you got like there could be damp issues. I know a lot of people that have got showers in the van and they absolutely love them, but it's not a simple. I don't think it's a simple change round, is it?
No. So I think he's great as he is.
It's a fantastic van. It's a fantastic van.
Yeah, he's got fridge, loads of storage, a gas bottle, loads of storage, because all under there is storage as well. Storage
is what you need in a van. Yeah. And we know. Yeah, and it's very homely. Yeah. I love the curtains.
Yeah, the curtains.
I love the mushrooms as well. They're fantastic. You can probably just see them over there. That's great. So since owning the van, whereabouts have you gone in it? What have you done?
So I've been to Cornwall, like most people. Everyone must go to Cornwall. And Manchester, and where have we been in it? Oh, Clevedon, near Bristol. Anglesey. So that was our trip. We've been twice. I didn't realise how big Anglesey is.
It's a good size island, isn't it?
So we've got 3 more trips there.
Super.
So we'll see everything.
Yeah.
And then we've got our A to Z, which we're doing. So I've got a list of places we're going to go.
Awesome. So we can talk about that a bit later. I think that sounds good. But you've been Cornwall's an amazing place.
Yeah.
It's brilliant, isn't it? We've not long been there. Fantastic.
We went.
So the next question was going to be, what's been your favourite trip or destination? So it's probably
Anglesey, probably. Yeah, I mean, here is beautiful. It's absolutely stunning.
It's amazing, isn't it? As we're sitting here at the moment, we've got Campervans, the castle.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
It is pretty good.
Anglesey's great. You got Newborough there, haven't you, with the red squirrels? I believe there.
Next time we go, we'll go there, because we were going to go, and then it was a bit. I'm not sure if a camper couldn't get in or something, but I'm going to take my bike. They've got a
sounds even better
through the forest.
And, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Is there a specific area or location or a campsite that you think is the best you've been to so far? Is there one you'd recommend? Or probably not, because you don't want to tell anyone.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm not telling you because everyone will turn up.
Yeah.
So the one that I've been to, when I went to Anglesey, I parked on the side of the road.
Did you?
Didn't go to a campsite.
Okay.
It was in February.
Yeah.
But now you can't. Now you have to park in because it's seasonal. So probably the one in Cornwall, which is my friend's site. And I'm going to be terrible now because I can't remember what it's called.
That's fine. Or if it's a friend's site.
Chigala Place or something like that. I think.
That sounds Cornish. But if you've got a friend with a campsite or somewhere to stay, that's even better. Yeah. So I think that will trump it.
It's good. They have the bands playing and food vans come along, and they've turned a double-decker bus into a bar.
Fantastic. I love double-decker buses, especially when they're converted. That sounds great. So that's what you have done. So I think the next question is going to be, what is on your bucket list, or what have you got planned going forward?
So we're doing the A to Z. So the ones we've planned so far, not planned, but where we are definitely going, it's Betsy Coed, and I know that isn't how you say it, but I'm not Welsh, so I don't know how you pronounce it, but that looks beautiful. And Bath, and going to a place in Somerset, because they have the festival where they come round with the trucks. Have you seen it where they're decorated?
Yes, I think I do. Yes, so, someone will know.
So definitely going there. After seeing the Jester one last year on YouTube and everything, amazing. And we're going to York. As the Y, because my friend lives in York, and it'd be nice to see her. And Harris, because my other friend, who I know with the other friend, she lives there. And next week we're going to Bristol.
Awesome.
We're seeing they've got a Nashville festival there, and my friends play in the van. They're playing there, the Foley Brothers. So go to see them. So I thought I'd make a whole weekend of it.
Super.
And then the week after we're going to Chester camping. See some.
So you've got some great things coming up. Great thing, and you've got some friends in some amazing places by the sounds of it as well, which is great. Because if you own a camper van, you can always go and say hello to them.
Exactly. And then have a little tour.
That sounds brilliant. And you mentioned A to Z. Did you? And what's that all about?
So we're doing. So when my children were younger, I said to them to get them, because obviously I've taken them abroad, which is nice, but also I wanted them to know the UK.
Yes, yeah.
We live here. We need to get to know it.
Yeah.
And so I said, we'll do the A to Z of Great Britain, and we'll just pick random places we wouldn't normally go. But we never got round to it because of school, work, everything else. And now they're older and they're not with me. We're doing it.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'll do it. And then I'll get to see places I wouldn't normally go. And I think it's a good way to see the UK.
That's how I got started, I think, because I went on a lot of caravan holidays with my parents when I was younger, always in the UK. And when I look at where I've been to a lot of places in the UK where my wife and son hasn't. So I think for me, it's going back to these places, and they've changed a lot. But Great Britain is such a unique island with lots of different habitat types that you've got a bit of everything, and it works really well. So that's really good. Yeah. Now we get down to kind of the funny nitty gritty bits. What's the biggest things that have gone wrong on a trip? And you've probably got a good one for this one, because someone always has.
So on our second trip to Anglesey, we popped in to see some friends on the way home, because they've moved to just outside Anglesey. Popped in to see them. Left about 10 minutes down the road, the van started to slow down and I couldn't put it in gear. And I was like, no, and we were going up a hill, and I was like, and luckily there was a lay-by, and I pulled in the lay-by and the van wasn't going anywhere. And called them up and said, come and get me. And the thing is, no one would, because it used to be a 17-seater minibus. Everyone thinks it's still 3,990 weight, but it isn't. And it's obviously changed on DVLA, but the AA won't come. The RAC
really,
won't
just
come.
because crikey.
And I said, but it's not that weight anymore. And so, and then the two local places who had a truck big enough to pick up, both of them were broken down. So I couldn't. So we had to. The only person who could come was somebody from Cardiff. And it cost so much money just to take it 10 minutes to a local garage that agreed to keep it in their lockup until I could figure out what to do.
Oh, no.
So close to where I live, there's engineers who they do combine harvesters. And I rang them and I said, I don't know what to do. And luckily, they were taking a combined header up to Anglesey and said, we'll pick it up on the way back.
No way.
I was like, how lucky is that? So and now I've got it back. So they fixed it. It was a clutch.
I was going to ask what it was. It was a clutch, was it?
So they've done the clutch, cleaned all the gears out, and it was ready to go. And I picked him up last weekend. So
brilliant. So you picked last weekend. You picked it up.
So
it was very recently.
It was in February.
Wow.
And they've had it, and they said, "Oh, you can come and pick it up now." And then I realised my MOT had run out whilst it was there, and I was like, "I can't pick it up."
Welcome to the van world.
So, but I picked it up.
So my next question was going to be: have you ever broken down and got stuck somewhere? So we've definitely. So flipping it round, one full 180. What's the funniest thing that has happened while travelling for you? Tricky question.
I know that.
And it's very. I'll put you on the spot here.
Yeah, that is a tricky question because I don't know the answer.
No, that's fine if you don't know.
After.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
That is a tricky one.
Which is fine.
In that case, the next one is: what's a mistake you have made early on? That other van owners could learn from? Is there anything that you think you've made a mistake on that you could warn other people about? Tricky one. She's thinking.
Probably not leaving I've got two 12-volt batteries in there. Not leaving enough time to charge them enough.
Right,
which is what's happened this time.
Yeah.
Because I picked it up and I was busy doing things. I only put them on charge and didn't have enough time because they'd obviously were sat there at the garage for ages.
Okay.
Make sure they're all charged. And to get a split charger. So that it's charging as you're driving.
So from what I hear, then if you're in the middle of nowhere and there was a slight issue with your electrics, it sounds like you're quite savvy enough to kind of understand what might be the problem.
Yeah. I mean,
compared to others, so sounds good.
It's like always being a cool box. case the fridge isn't working.
Yeah. Oh, we've always got a backup.
Yeah, all those things. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good one. What's the one thing every campervan owner should carry?
Water.
Yeah.
Probably.
Is that from experience? Have you ever run out?
I've got two.
So it sounds like you're very.
And I always make sure they're filled up because you just don't know, do you?
Completely not, which is what we do.
And I have quite a lot of cup of teas. I've already used nearly half of the water. We've only been here since yesterday.
Oh no. I was going to ask as well, but it's probably a difficult question to ask this because it is. What's the best upgrade you've made? So since owning this van, have you done any upgrades, and what is probably the best upgrade you've done?
I have not changed
probably
it.
Haven't which is good.
I haven't changed it because he is absolutely perfect. It's just the only reason I want to change it is to make it a bit more, well, to have a double bed there.
Yeah.
Because I think that'd be amazing.
It is a great layout.
But he's got everything.
It is I do like this layout.
Yeah,
it's like a TARDIS. You come in and there's so much room.
Yeah, that's what
I like. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, because there's loads of room. Because I have my bike in here.
Yeah.
As well, because I'm going to get. Yeah, because I'm going to get I'm going to get. There's a fabrication company close to where I live. I'm going to ask them to make some bars.
Just to hold it
and put it on the back.
Super.
But he fits in here perfectly.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And then before a quick fire round, last question: what advice would you give someone looking to buy their first camper van?
Oh, do it.
Do it. That's me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Just do it.
If in doubt, buy one.
It's the best thing ever.
I don't think as well. It doesn't matter how big, how small your budget is. Everyone is able to do it. All you got to do is be motivated, passionate.
Yeah,
and you'll do it.
So I think Dave bought this for about $2,000. And the whole kit, everything he did was about $2,000. So that's $4,000. That's so good.
And I've been to the outdoor show at the NEC Caravan and Camping Show, and there's vans there for £150,000 plus. Yeah. And to me, this is as nice as them vans, and it's got everything you need in it. Yeah,
and it's personal.
So it's great. Well. Exactly. Yeah. So I absolutely love that one.
Yeah.
To finish off before we plug it, we've got a quick fire round, which is either one or the other. So we don't have to talk too much about it. It's literally you either say one or the other. And it's very tricky because you're going to say both, but it's one or the other.
No, I'll
so the first one is wild camping or campsites?
Wild camping.
Good question. Summer or winter van life?
Winter.
Mountains or coast?
Mountains, probably.
Favourite campervan gadget?
The kettle.
Good call. Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Great. There you go. You've passed. So thank you again for being our first interviewee. Going forward, we're going to be asking the same questions to different people. So it'll be really interesting to see different people and see what they've got to say. But thank you so much. Where can people find you online?
So they can find Ted on Tedstravelworldwide.
And what we will do, we'll put the link in the comments below on the video where to find them. So go and follow them both and check out their adventures as they travel around the UK, looking at different places. So thank you very much, and thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.